Moving forward in Illustrator with our image that has already been traced, image traced and expanded, and I've thrown away my layers, my extra background, and I've got my layers open so we can talk a little bit about layering and where things sit as far as an artboard goes. And I'm going to go into my layers and create a new layer. My new layer can be called layer 2, it can be called background, and I'm on that layer because that is the layer that is highlighted. I can also go and lock my layers, so I could potentially at this point lock the layer that has the fence on it and the truck here. And what I'm going to do is get ready to have this be inverted or inversed as well. So that I can print it. I could use this with silkscreen, or I could use this in foil. And very first thing that I'm going to do is on this layer is use my rectangle tool and draw a larger black square. And then I'm going to turn the eyeball off so I can go onto my fence layer and start to work with that image. I'm up here working with my selection tool, and then this over here is my direct selection tool. We'll get to this in the next little tutorial. One is very specific to points, the other one is to the entire object. I'm going to use the selection tool and select the object. I notice that my swatch panel up here is letting me know the entire thing is black. I'm going to go in and tell it that I want the entire selection to be white. When I click away, it's going to look like it's invisible. It's all there. It's been filled in with white. We just won't be able to see it. And we'll click away. You also should notice that when I'm on a layer, that the lines that are around the objects correspond to the color on the layer. So I'm on the blue layer. When I'm over the image or highlight over or hover, the lines are the same color, so they coordinate with that. If I go to my black layer or my background layer and hover over this, so click on this and unlock it, you'll notice that it has little red outlines because that's the red layer. I'm going to grab this layer 2 in the layers panel, and I'm going to drag it down below layer 1 so that I can see layer 1. This is getting me set up to have this become a positive construction for my foil stamping. So everywhere that I see this white is going to leave the foil on the carrier layer, and everywhere that it's black, that pigment or toner is going to peel it away, so I'll be able to put the remaining foil from this layer directly onto my prepared polymer paper. And so that's how I've gone about making that change. I'm working with layers. The next little tutorial we work with is going to be very specific to the pen tool, the direct select tool, and a couple little things about using Pathfinder.